Hey everybody, happy Friday. Welcome to our Facebook Live broadcast. As always, if you're driving or if it's not safe for you to be watching this, please wait until it is safe. This will be, oh sorry guys, there's a little notification there. It will be available here on Facebook as well as YouTube. So if you miss it, you can come back and check it out. Obviously, we are in Joplin today. I don't know about you, but I'm really glad that it's Friday. So, like I said, happy Friday to everyone. Also, if anyone's curious, I believe there's 14 days till Christmas. So, there you have it. But anyways, we'll get rolling. I see some of you hopping on. Today we have Cheryl Hinkle with us. And if you have any questions, just let us know in the comments. Okay.
Going?
Yes.
All right. Happy Friday. It's kind of cool and rainy, miserable here in Joplin, and we're supposed to maybe have some snow this weekend, so I'm going to say I'm personally excited about that. Hopefully you have decent weather where you're at when you're driving, but I'm going to be short and sweet today, have a little bit of things we want to touch on, so I won't keep you very long. First off, on the COVID front, of course you can tell there's, beginning to be a huge uptick in cases, across the country. That's putting in some closures again. So, like we've said from the beginning, please make sure that you're monitoring the areas that you're going into to make sure if that's going to affect you at all. Once again, we're still requiring masks in the Joplin facilities, any of the facilities. If you're away from your personal area, we're asking that you wear a mask. We're not requiring that in the Legacy Lodge as long as you are maintaining social distancing. I've noticed there's a lot of places around, like here in Joplin specifically, we've had a huge uptick in cases. So they put the mask mandate back in effect for the city of Joplin. There's been a couple of the county people that have came out and without issuing a mandate, they've pretty much strongly encouraged, people to wear their mask and everything. So once again, your own personal beliefs aside, make sure you're following whatever guidelines, customers, things like that, vendors that you're going in to make sure that you're following their rules. Hopefully we'll all come through this. We're right in the middle of flu season to go along with it. So that's been an interesting take on that. So follow your CDC guidelines of, wash your hands for at least 20 seconds, with soap and water. If that's not available, hand sanitizer. Make sure you're wiping your trucks and everything down with, any type of disinfectant wipe that you can get, cover your coughs, those kind of things. We're still doing that up to $10 per week on cleaning. So if you get those receipts, send those in, drive Axel to your DM. And we'll make sure that we get those reimbursed for you for your cleaning of your workspace. One other thing that I want to go over today, we've had some issues, without going into a lot of details. We want to make sure when you're going into customers' facilities and everything, if you're delivering a load, when you're getting your bills signed, if there's, if they're noting anything on there, anything other than just a signature, you need to be letting us know. If they're noting anything with overages, shortage, damages, stuff like that, you need to send them that macro. You need to make sure that you're notifying us so we can get with the customer to find out what's wrong. You don't just let them make notations on your bills and then just drive Axel them in, and assume everything's okay. We want to make sure you're reaching out that those things are addressed. Part of the pre-trip and post-trip, all those kind of things, you need to be making sure that all of that freight is off out of the trailer, dunnage, anything like that. If there's anything left in the trailer, we need to be notified so we can handle that. Those are things that you can do to make sure that you're doing those correctly. I know you assume, hey, they got it out of there, but we, did have a situation where some stuff was left in there. They noted it on the bills, so we want to make sure that's being looked at. If it's nighttime or something like that, look in that trailer with the flashlight. Don't just be, glancing up in there and assuming everything's out. Up front of those, with it being dark outside, you can't really see in the vans that well, so make sure you're looking through those with a flashlight. We want to make sure that we always address those situations immediately. It's very hard for those to be addressed after the fact. So make sure that you're doing those. Do you have any questions or anything? No? Okay. We want to make sure that you guys are reaching out to us back on the COVID front. If you're not feeling well and you have a fever or something like that, please reach out to your driver manager, who's going to instruct you to contact somebody on the HR team. With the uptick in cases that we've been having, we've had a lot of people that have tested positive or been in contact with someone that has been, that has had a positive. You have to let us know. You can't assume that I know if you have a fever, and even if you have a fever and you don't think it's in anything, with all of the customers having, the temp screenings or having you fill out the forms or something like that, reach out and let us know if you're not feeling well. And then we can talk through the situation and make a judgment there on how we feel if you need to be going. You can't just call in and say, hey, I've not been feeling well for the last 4 days. By those 4 days, if you've been delivering freight, you've been in and out of 4 customers, and depending on whether you would meet the guidelines for CDC close contact, that makes it very difficult. So, I know that's not us trying to get up in your business. I know there's a lot of things that go on this time of year that could not be COVID related, but please just reach out to someone on the HR team so we can be talking through those. I would rather know up front and kind of be aware and decide what we're going to do to work out a game plan than having to try to react. We've got a lot of, after hours. I know that people aren't just not feeling well Monday through Friday, 8 to 6 or whatever when I'm here. Reach out to after hours. All of them have, our cell phone numbers and can reach out to us on the weekend so we can talk through that as well. So, hopefully everybody is staying well and we don't deal with that a lot, but don't be afraid to reach out and say, I am not feeling very well and I'm running a fever or whatever, so we can decide what we need to do with that. No questions? Nope. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up. It's short and sweet on this amazing Friday, so I hope that you guys stay safe out there. Be mindful, traffic's probably going to be picking up with holiday travel, those kind of things. Make sure that you're aware of your surroundings and being safe. That's one of the things, CSA scores and all, that's huge to us. So make sure that you're being very vigilant on your driving. And if you have any questions on those, make sure that you reach out to us. We want you safe out there. We appreciate everything you do. Have a great Friday. Thank you.